Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to run now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in. Didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal. And it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now Jackson on 1st down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Complete to Likely. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Jackson now. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the... 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Jackson on first down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Jackson will throw again.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Two-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they were hoping to get down there and get the score and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. He'll buy some, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.